Slipping my way through the cracks, and I hope you don't overreact when my body collapses.
Fuck every rapper that you heard of.
This is what it feels like when you realize you're not eternal.
Back to back on this verse, I let the mannequin first.
What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here with an episode of Records and Ramblings. Before we get into the records, let's do a little bit of rambling. So I won't go too deep into this, but I wasn't even going to talk about this, but the more I thought about it, the more it fucking irked me. Look, I respect those of you who choose not to discuss politics or social issues in your videos. However, if you do choose to talk about politics concerning the metal scene, especially if you're talking about racism, maybe try and do a little bit of research into the topic. Maybe talk to some people involved who are actually affected. Do that before you make a video. That way you don't come off looking like a fucking jackass who missed the point entirely. 3 white dudes jerking each other off for 20 minutes about how racism isn't an issue in the metal scene. It's gotta be one of the most laughably ignorant videos I've seen in a really long time. It's like someone saying cooking isn't important. Meanwhile, they've grown up their entire life with a personal chef who makes all of their meals. Like, it's that level of stupid. You know, those who know what I'm talking about know. Those who don't know, be glad you don't know. But hopefully that guy takes this as a lesson to not speak about things that he clearly knows nothing about. But this should go for the rest of you guys as well. But shout out to Arian HMN for having one of the most sensible comments in that dumpster fire of a comment section on that shitty video. But yeah, that's it. Let's talk about some records. Speaking of Arian HMN, the first record I'm going to show you guys, this is the self-titled album from Orchid. And that's related to Arian because his thumbnail is an Orchid album, but his is Chaos Is Me, which to me is a better album than this one. That one's more chaotic, more mathy. This one is more of a kind of like screamo-ish hardcore album. But yeah, it's still really good. This is maybe closer to the band Page 99, if you guys are familiar with them. Really cool vinyl. It's like a kind of a blue-green, marbly kind of thing, I guess. Really nice. But yeah, these guys are from Massachusetts, which is pretty neat. But yeah, they're kind of underrated in my opinion. I wish more people talked about them. The next record I'm going to show you, this is Azelisassath with Pastimes of Eternal Downfall. So yeah, this is an EP that came out last year. I can't remember if I had this on my best of the year list or not. If I didn't, it should have been, because I've listened to this quite a bit. This is easily one of my favorite active black metal projects. Anything Swati Dathus does attracts me, and yeah, this one is no exception. Nice printed inner sleeve here. Records on black, won't bother showing you that. Yeah, my favorite material is still Evil Manifestations Against Mankind. I don't think they'll ever top that album. But nothing they've done is bad. Like, they haven't slouched on any of their releases. They're all fucking extremely solid. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Ceschi with Soleil. I'm not going to get real deep into this record because I reviewed it. So I'll try to include the link down there. Make sure you guys go check that out. But yeah, this is a really nice fucking copy. The front, if I can get it, the front cover has this kind of like cutout thing that's real nice. Records on black won't bother showing you that. But it has this really nice, really thick booklet with lyrics and all kinds of good stuff. Him kind of discussing what the songs mean, or, you know, where they started. Really, really, really fucking great album. This is easily one of my favorite albums of the year in terms of hip-hop. I think it's better than Sad Fat Luck, but that could just be a me thing. I'll also go ahead and show the picture disc version as well. I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve because I don't fucking feel like it. Deal with that shit, motherfucker. But yeah, it's actually signed right there by the motherfucking man himself. But yeah, fucking awesome, awesome record. You can still get this at his website. Can't wait to see him rock at the fest in a couple weeks. But anyway, yeah, moving forward, the next record I'm going to show you guys, this is John Lee Hooker with the folk blues of John Lee Hooker. I love that old school swampy ass blues stuff, man. But I don't own a whole lot of it. But John Lee Hooker is a blues musician from Mississippi. He has that guitar playing style and that voice that takes you right back to them days, man. You feel like you're in an old school juke joint with a whole bunch of dudes just fucking jamming out. But yeah, this is his debut album. Originally came out in 1959, but this is a re-release that was done by Kraft Records, which is a great label that does a lot of these old classic blues albums, and they do a great job of it, man. Like nice 180 gram pressings. This one is actually remastered from the original tapes, so it sounds how it was intended to sound, and it sounds great. So yeah, you can get this from Kraft Records. I'll put a link down there for you guys. But yeah, shout out to those guys. And the next record I'm going to show you in this edition of Records and Ramblings, this is Disturd with Dark. So yeah, this came from that huge care package that I got from a viewer of the channel, the viewer named Nathan. I got permission to say his name in the video this time. But yeah, I mentioned that package before, and there's still so much shit for me to go through and show you guys. But this was one of the records that really shocked me because I'd never heard of these guys. But Disturd is a Japanese kind of crusty hardcore band. Really pissed off, really nasty sounding, but yeah, it was one of the records that I enjoyed the most out of that care package. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. Side note, I actually met up with Nathan at the Subhuman show in Atlanta. Subhumans were fucking great, by the way. But yeah, Nathan, super fucking nice guy. We talked for quite a bit. But yeah, it was a good time had by all. And once again, thank you to Nathan for that huge care package. I still can't believe he sent me all that shit. The next record I'm going to show you. This is the self-titled album from, I believe it's pronounced Dolorvotre, but I'm sure I'm mispronouncing the fuck out of that shit. But yeah, this is one of the lesser known Black Twilight Circle bands. So this has members of Arizminda, Shaitan, Valan, you know, all of those bands are incestuous as fuck. Definitely has that same weird, unnerving kind of guitar playing style that the other bands have. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite projects from that whole clique. One that few people really acknowledge, but it has such a weird feeling of losing your fucking mind. Like everything on this album is so unorthodox, but I just love it. Printed inner sleeve here. That just fucking rules. That looks great. The vinyl is really nice as well. It's like this purple and black kind of, I don't know what you'd call that, but it's dope. I don't know what this is limited to, but if you don't have this and you like all that Black Twilight Circle stuff, fucking jump on this because it's seriously, it's so goddamn good. And the last record I'm going to show you in this edition of Records and Ramblings, this is Wooden Wand and the World War IV. So Wooden Wand is a man named James Jackson Toth. I've shown his stuff on my channel before. He has a shit ton of albums ranging from like really frail folk stuff to psychedelic kind of droney stuff to some like country western sounding stuff. But my favorite is the more folky kind of Townes Van Zandt type stuff that he does. But this one is more of like a psychedelic experimental rock record, but it's really cool. The World War IV, that's a group of people from Birmingham, Alabama that he's worked with before, but they went under a different moniker. Back then they called themselves the Briarwood Virgins. But yeah, picture psychedelic rock with a strong country western edge to it, and you'll kind of have an idea of what this record is. Record on Black won't bother showing you that, but yeah, this is fucking great stuff. James Jackson Toth is seriously one of my favorite singer-songwriters, so whenever I get the opportunity to talk about him, I do. So that's gonna do it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I'll see you guys next time. All right? Peace out, boy.